And welcome back to a special edition of the Random Rounds with Rob podcast. First and foremost, I'd like to thank you, the listener, for coming back each and every week or however you listen to podcast. If you're a first time listener, you're in for a treat because this is the third annual Ask Miss B Rob. Today, as we record, March 29th, 2019 marks the 37-year journey. 37 years ago to this day, I was birthed. Yeah, and that's how you spell that. BIRFF.
That's nowhere near the correct spelling.
But I was born into the world, and I don't know, for a long time, I always thought, since my father had fathered so many children, and my mother had children of her own before she met my dad and whatnot, and seeing the age disparity between me and all my older siblings and whatnot, I always thought that I kind of saw the light in the tunnel, and I kind of just made a beeline toward that, and that's kind of how I got here. But that's not the case. It was revealed to me many moons later, through my wife, through a conversation that she had with, my mother. They had the girl talk and everything, that's how mother-in-laws and, daughter-in-laws do. They have little hearts to hearts here and there. And, she told her the story of how she was, in her 40s, or she was, turning 40 or whatever, and she wanted to have another baby. So I was in the mistake.
Really? You thought you were a mistake?
I was in a happy accident, as Bob Ross would say. But nonetheless, here I am.
Yes.
37 years later. I would like to say 37 years more wiser, but I'm still learning some things.
Yeah.
I'm still getting educated by the lovely Miss B Rob to my left right now. Because, she just has that wisdom factor over me.
You know what? We're not going to do that.
But in any case, this is a special edition of the show since it is my birthday. As a birthday gift yearly, since I started the podcast, Mrs. B Rob has graced me with her presence. And to kind of lure her in here to be on the pod with me, we got some questions that were submitted by you, the listener. That was the only little caveat. He's like, I come do the show, but I gotta have something to do. Gotta have some questions
to talk about.
Yeah. So, without further ado, because she's had a long, arduous day. She had some alcohol in the system.
A little bit.
And she's trying to hit the pillows, trying to hit the sheets, trying to go to bed. So, let's get it started with the first question.
All right.
This question comes from Between Us Girls Podcast. You can follow them on Twitter at, you can appreciate this Twitter tag here, at Girl Talk and Wine.
Hey, I think I need to join that podcast right there.
It's all one word.
Yes.
All right. First question. Humdinger right out the gate. You ready?
I'm ready.
What is your stance on bestiality? You're looking around the room right now. I don't think you want to be a part of that podcast no more.
I recant my last statement. Well, my stance on bestiality is it should not be done. That's a little far out there. It's, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, everybody. That's gross as hell. Is an animal.
So not even in the sake of comedy?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. All right. So I think you got all your thoughts out about that one.
Yeah.
All right. So let's swipe to the left on that one. Next one comes from Mike. You can follow him on Twitter at WFO Dicks. He's part of the Wheelbarrow Full of Dicks podcast. Associated friend of the show. What's up, Mike?
I was going to say World of Dicks.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. They're coming up on their 400th episode here pretty soon.
Whoa, 400. Congrats.
All right. So his question is, do you ever watch things on TV with commercials in them that you have on DVD because you're too lazy to go and find the DVD?
Great question, because I just did that not too long ago.
What was the movie?
Speed.
The OG Speed.
Yes. I, for some reason, had Speed on my mind for a couple of days, and I wanted to watch it. And I don't know, I don't think you were recording, or you may have been, I don't know.
Mm.
But I was watching it on Sony Crackle. It's not really like commercials, it's just like a little ad or whatever, but it's still annoying. But I still just sat through and watched Speed with those little ads pissing me off, but I still watch.
Now, I remember Speed. I remember the premise. I remember a great deal of the movie, but you watching it on, does Crackle censor things? Like take out cussing and all that? No? Yeah, but we had the DVD in here somewhere.
I think you were recording, or maybe I was just too fucking lazy to come up here and get the DVD. But either way it goes, I just watched it in the bedroom on Crackle.
Yeah, very well. Mm-hmm. I mean, and that's another thing too. I mean, we got like over 1,000 DVDs in here, almost 2,000 DVDs, and it's just like, to watch a movie on a whim, it's just like, well, fuck, which case is it on, which shelf, which section, and
well, we pretty much have it categorized, so that wouldn't be an issue. I was just, I don't know, lazy that day. I agree with him, lazy as hell that day. You want to come up here?
All right. Swipe left again.
All right.
Next question comes from one of your favorites.
My favorite?
What?
Is it Hoppy?
No, not Hoppy. Hoppy didn't bless us with his presence this time around.
Hoppy, how dare you forget this time?
Is one of your other favorites.
Jody.
No, what? Jody's coming later. You got one more guess.
All our guesses. I know guess.
Inside joke for those who are listening.
Jody Hoppy.
Lives in New York. I might be able to go see him. Had a podcast. Something about a porch that was naked.
Oh, yes. You have to go. You have to try and go see that.
Yeah.
With him.
Our next set of questions come from Ray.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hi, Ray. Sorry you were my third guest.
So he's back on Twitter now.
Yay!
And today, on my birthday,
yes.
present to me,
yes.
They announced that they're bringing back the Naked Porch Podcast.
Woo!
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But his first question.
Oh, yeah, more than one. Okay.
He has two.
Okay.
I read this, and I was thinking back to the other two times that we did this, and it sounded like a familiar question, but I'm interested to hear what your answers are this time. See if it changed. That's exactly what I said.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. All right. Well, it's not this one. I think he might have had more than one question, but let's see. So, if your marriage could be any movie from any genre, which movie would you choose and why?
Okay. If my marriage could be any movie, which movie?
And why?
And why? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to think because I've seen a ton of movies.
Well, while you think on that, you want to go to the next one and kind of revisit that one?
Okay.
All right. So I think this was an either or question. You could have answered the first one I just said or this one because it says, or B-Rob wakes you up in the most obnoxious way possible for the rest of your life, or all your kids only grow up to be 4 feet tall.
So do I have to pick one of those? So it was.
I don't know. You want to see how it was? This is how I see it. There you go.
Oh, porn. Okay. don't think it would be porn. Or well, okay, let's see. If my kids only grew to be 4 feet tall, then they just be 4 feet tall, and there's nothing that I could do about that. I would make probably a bunch of short jokes unless they were self-conscious about it.
Yeah.
But if they weren't, then I would probably like make short jokes and put stuff places they can't reach.
Kind of like I do with you.
Shut the hell up. And I'm not 4 feet tall.
Be small though.
You know what? I will kick you on your birthday.
If you can reach.
I can't. Trust me, I
Got
can't.
little short legs.
Okay. So that's that one.
Mm-hmm.
B-Rob wakes me in the most obnoxious way my entire life. He would not be Mr. B-Rob for long because I'd probably have to kill him.
Now, what would you think? What would you deem obnoxious? What do you think is something that I would do?
The stupid shit you do with Shania, like the way you wake her ass up when it's time for her to get up for school, something like that. I would probably have to fucking kill you. Like he wakes her up doing wrestling moves on her and stuff. No, so.
Yeah, you gotta keep the kids tough.
Okay, but
you gotta keep them ready.
If you did that to me, then
I mess with her a lot.
I know, but he said
I go in there and I tap on her shoulder by the time to get up, and she kind of roll back over, and I grab her by ankles and kind of drag her out.
See, no.
See, look. Let me tell you about this one other time.
Oh, here we go.
I grabbed her by the hands. Mm-hmm. And I hung over the bed just enough to where she was like balancing herself to where she wouldn't fall out the bed. Mm-hmm. And she just kind of had to stay like that till she decided to get up.
Really?
Yeah, she was like, help me. Help, I can't get. I said, use your stomach muscles. Get up. All right. Yeah, you thought of that movie genre yet?
I really am thinking.
In parentheses, it had porn.
No. So if my marriage was any movie, what movie would it be? Probably
The Proposal.
Who?
The Proposal.
We are not that funny.
Well, I am.
No, you're not. You think you are.
This is a good one. You stumped him, man.
Yeah, he did. Because I do not know. It could be a little mixture of anything. It could be.
Well, make your
The Protector because
I'll be kicking people ass.
Because what?
I'll be kicking people ass.
Who?
Me. I'll be kicking people ass.
I did not say you were Tony Jaa.
Oh, so you Tony Jaa?
I said
you kicking lights and stuff?
No, I said it would be like The Protector because I'm protective of, what we got going on. I'm
But
protective.
you was calling me an elephant.
No, really. I'm protective of everyone in the house, and I protect the house. Mm-hmm. So it could be that. It could be. Well,
let's kind of simplify it. What's a movie title that you can kind of associate with it? Just kind of like looking at what we got here on the wall, whatever. Just pick a random title. It doesn't have to be so much the movie that describes our marriage, but just we're just picking titles out the air.
Shit, it could be Jumping the Broom. It could be Fireproof at times. Yeah. Oh man, that was a really good question.
Mm-hmm. You still thinking the edge? You got the Edge of Darkness up there.
Really?
Because you dark.
I will. Guys.
Yeah, Push.
Guys and gals.
Got Limitless. We gonna revisit this one. This is gonna be. We gonna come back to this one again. I want you to think on it, but we're gonna swipe left. this wasn't so much a question. Well, it was a question, but it was like it kind of spawned from a conversation we was having. There was us,
me and you,
Ray, and I'm talking about on Twitters.
Oh, on Twitter. Okay.
So Ray was saying something about a dream he had. And former guest Amy Lau, she said she had a reoccurring dream, and she was jumping from picnic table to picnic table over family reunion type food such as green bean casserole and buckets of KFC, and lions were trying to eat her. And she was asking, what does that mean? So, I mean, I know you read dream books and you look for certain words or certain things out of your dreams to kind of look through your book and kind of figure out what these things mean in relationship to your dream and whatnot. What do you think all that means in her dream?
I can mean a couple. Well, to my opinion, I don't have my dream book up here. I didn't know I was going to need it. But just from hearing it, I would probably say she's running away from something that could potentially cause her harm, or it could be that she's running towards something that could be great for her.
Could the jumping from
table to
table,
yeah,
and the things that are trying to eat her could be obstacles in the way to reaching their goal. I like how you see it's coming together. See, that's that wisdom I was talking about.
No, sir.
No, what? That was some solid
advice. You're piggybacking off of the things that I'm saying.
Okay.
So no, it's not your wisdom.
Fine, be that way. It's supposed to be a team. You're supposed to be sharing and stuff. Oh, I found that question I was talking about from Ray again, the one I think you answered before.
Okay.
So we got 2 more questions from Ray. You ready?
I'm ready.
And this is the one here. If you woke up tomorrow as a member of the opposite sex, what would be the top 3 things you do on day 1? See, you remember that one, right?
No. That was his question from
that was Ray.
Before?
No, this is one for this time around, but he's asked something similar to this before. It was just, I think the question was, if we could switch bodies for the day, what would be the top 3 things we could do? Of course you did, because it was like 2-3 years ago.
Okay, well, anyway, I'm going to answer this question. If I woke up tomorrow as the opposite sex, first 3 things I would do. Number 1, I would pee.
I think that's common for, like, if you asked a female that, they would just go, they wouldn't have to sit down, they'd just go.
Yeah, I would definitely pee. Second thing, I would try and get some ass. You know.
See how all that work out.
Yeah. And number 3, I would probably try and shave.
I mean, you can do that now.
Well, no, I mean, like, I don't have facial hair, ass white. So, probably that.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah, see, this is the question that spawned what Amy said. So, what's the craziest dream you've ever had? What's the most recent dream you can remember? And did it involve B-Rob? So that's what spawned Amy's.
The most craziest dream I've ever had did not involve B-Rob. Sorry.
Of course it did.
It was so crazy as it seemed like different dreams in one. Like, it started off with me being at a concert, but it wasn't like a lavish arena or anything. It was more like a lounge stage. But the concert was Beyonce. And she had on this gold, like, shimmery looking dress, and she was just singing. Okay. Then it switched to me. I guess I was in heaven, possibly. Because it was clouds and everything, and there was I'm guessing they were angels singing, and all of a sudden to the left of me looking at the angels that were singing, shut up, Rob. Like a herd of rhinos was running towards me, but they didn't hit me. They went down to like avoid me or whatever, and then I woke up.
Kind of like the Lion King, but they hit Mufasa though, so I guess it's not like the Lion King.
No.
Did you analyze that in your dream book? Did you ever look that up?
Oh, I wrote that entire thing down.
So when I tell you to write some shit down, you don't ever write it down, but you want to duck and dodge some rhinos. So I need to write this shit down.
No, it was just, it wasn't the rhinos that made me write it down. I wanted to know what me seeing angels and everything meant.
When was this?
Back in April.
April last year?
Not April.
April is like
no.
A week from now.
It was like right after I had surgery.
No.
So that's why.
Maybe it was that. I don't know.
No, what were you going to try and say slick?
I wasn't going to say nothing slick. I was like, maybe it was the angels protecting you, giving you some reassurance that your surgery was going to be okay or something. I don't know.
Foolish. I said after my surgery, not before.
It's like, hey, these rhinos ain't going to do shit. They hit you with the...
I looked up the color gold. I looked up shimmer. I looked up angels. I looked up singing. I looked up clouds. I looked up rhinos. I looked it all up.
You already heard about my crazy dream that I remembered.
Oh, Lord. Well, which one? Because you told me a couple of them.
Yeah, the one...
Are you talking about Egonia?
Yeah, Egonia.
Tell everybody your Egonia dream.
Yeah, it was that one, but it was the other one. I think it was me and Shania. The one I keep forgetting, the one I ask you about all the time. It's like I remember it when you say it, but I keep forgetting it.
So you don't remember it?
No, I
don't. So you don't remember it?
No,
okay.
No. Do you?
I'm always telling you about it.
Well, tell everybody else so I can tell them too.
Really? Tell them the one you remember.
Well, I think I said it on here before, but it's a new episode, so there's probably a new audience around. Hopefully, maybe so. I don't know. But anyway, I had this dream about a demonic Spanish baby demon thing, and it had the name of Egonia. And this was not too long after we watched Deliver Us from Evil, because that's kind of what the vein of the dream reminded me of and whatnot. It's just like I was having these psychic premonitions and shit, and it was just like Egonia was abducting babies, and I was trying to save all the babies and everything, and I was just trying to piece together these visions that I was getting, and it was leading me to this place to where I could hear this baby crying, and it was behind it was in a room. And there was no other way I can get in there, but it had like an old school air conditioner, like with the ass hanging out the window. Uh-huh. So I was kicking in the air conditioner, trying to get in the room. And then when I finally got in there, the baby was gone. It was just like, it sounded like a recording. It was just noise like of a baby crying. And then the window shut closed and it turned black. And I was in the room by myself and I seen like a vision of Egonia running away with the baby. And I was just like, fucking old school movie style. The camera was over my head and shit, and I was screaming. I was like, Egonia! And then I woke up. Damn, I spiked that. I edited that in post.
Well, the other one that you had was with the whole village or whatever, people not supposed to
man. All right.
together, and you shot Seth Rollins in the face.
Yeah, man. I had a convoluted ass dream about time travel and shit. Cause we just binge watched 2 seasons of a show called Timeless. Mm-hmm. It was all about, this guy created a time machine, and the people who funded the construction of the time machine wanted to take over time and, further advance their hierarchy and take over the world and have control and ultimate power and shit like that. So I was really into this series and the history that they was doing and whatnot. So I had a dream about time travel, specifically the time machine. And it kind of mimicked the beats of the television show that we watched. But it was like, it had sprinkles of professional wrestlers in it. So Brock Lesnar was in it. Seth Rollins was in it. I think Dean Ambrose might have been running around somewhere. Maybe a Roman Reigns and whatnot. And so what had happened was we were using a time machine and bad shit kept happening. And we was just like, man, we need to get rid of this motherfucker. And then it was a line basically straight from the TV show. Well, dude was like, well, I mean, we can destroy the time machine. But I mean, all the things that was used to build it is, you know, is accessible to everybody. I mean, anybody can get these items and put them together and damn make a time machine. It's just a matter of when and who's going to do it. So they decided, or I decided, or we decided, or whatever the fuck, to take a time machine and we came up, like I said, this dream convoluted as fuck. That's why it was a dream. And we found a way to narrow down anybody in a genetic sequence that could maybe have an inclination to build a time machine. So we were just jumping through time, killing off bloodlines of people who could potentially have children that can potentially build a time machine. And we were just jumping from time to time, murking motherfuckers. And it just so happened Seth Rollins had to be one of the ones that had to go because he would have had some kids that would have been able to build a time machine. Obviously in the dream, he wasn't actually Seth Rollins. It was just a motherfucker that looked like Seth Rollins playing this part. And he made that crazy face that you always be, when he got shot in the head. He's like that. Ah! I'm about to pull up that picture. So yeah, Seth Rollins got murked in the face. Burn it down.
Burn it down.
Next question comes from Ray. And he gave me this question because I told him about the one that I said I think you asked this one before. He said, all right, well, fuck that one. Here's a new question.
Okay.
Okay. Let's say you're 51 and B-Rob is terminally ill. But before he dies, his doctor says technology has reached a level that we can download his consciousness into an AI bot. Would you do it?
Oh.
All right. Next question. Yeah, basically, Ray, she wouldn't save me.
No. Oh my God. It's not you. And if it's not you, I don't want it. Mm-hmm. I want the real you.
Baby, it's you.
Oh gosh.
All right, we got that. Let's go. We have, I mentioned Amy. You can follow her on Twitter at Amy Lyle. That's Lyle. All right, going to Soul Brother number 1. You can follow him on Twitter at Mr. Bird 1027. That's instead of an I is a Y. So it's that kind of bird. Like, caw, not like that kind of bird, but another bird.
Okay.
And he is one half of the Codex Prime podcast. His real name is Carl.
Hi, Carl.
And every time he sends me
you think of Carl from
Yes, exactly.
Walking Dead?
I'll be like, Carl. Carl. But his question is, are you a Saints fan or did you become one because you married one?
Negative. I am not a Saints fan. So I'm really not a football fan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she's starting to get into sports. I think 2-3 years ago you adopted the Golden State Warriors as your team?
Yes.
Yeah, so she just started getting into basketball and kind of tracking it and everything and whatnot. So she's kind of making her way around the other sports, but right now basketball is a thing and Golden State Warriors is a team.
That's right.
But yeah, and see, like even here, he's like, "Happy birthday, B-Rob." Carl. All right, next one comes from, I guess he would have been your second favorite. Because you said Ray is your third favorite based on how you remembered him. And you said Happy first. So by process of elimination, who's this?
Jody.
Jody motherfucking B.
Jody.
And he has 3 questions for you here.
All right, let's go. Run it.
And I guess it's structured as like if I was actually asking you this question. If I died today, what's one thing you'd want me to know if I was to die today? You were like, oh,
if
baby.
you're like on your deathbed.
Yeah, it's like, oh, baby, I'm about to kick the bucket.
Well, I don't think you'd say that, but one thing I would want you to know is through all past issues or whatever, I just love you with all my heart. Oh.
And then I pass away.
Then you just died.
Yeah, like, and like, that motherfucker is gone. I don't like how you giggle that day.
Stupid, man. You dumb. Can't with you.
I would cry.
You would cry? Mm-hmm. That you're about to die?
No, I'm talking about it was the other way around.
Oh.
I would cry.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'd be telling you that as I'm crying. It's not like I'd be laughing and saying, hey.
Yeah.
No. Just want you to know.
Yeah. No, you'd be like, baby, is your life insurance updated? I know you're going on to the great beyond, but we can't be here suffering. And his next question is very simple. What's the furthest you ever walked? And why? Why did you have to walk that far?
The furthest I had to walk was on ExxonMobil campus.
Oh, that security job. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I had to walk 17 buildings.
I mean, I know you had your freaking watch tracker and everything there. How many steps did that equate to? Do you remember?
The most steps I did was 36,000.
36,000. I'm gonna have to look that up and see how many that like translates into feet and miles and whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see if I can do that real quick. You said 3,600?
36,000.
36,000. Shit.
Yeah, 36,000 steps.
Steps in miles. Oh, they already got one up here. Let's see what they got.
Probably 2 or 3.
Convert steps into miles. Conversion measurement. All right, here we go. We got a whole little bracket here. 36,000. Convert. So it says 17 miles. I don't know. Am I reading that right? You know, I'm bad at math and learning and education and stuff. So would that be miles?
I'm guessing.
So that's the furthest she ever walked.
And it was for a job.
Yes, it was for employment.
And that's probably why I ended up having to have surgery on my knee.
I thought it was because you fell down the stairs.
No.
And you was like, ooh, 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 ooh.
I did not fall like that, you dumbass. First of all, I didn't fall down the stairs. I was about to fall, caught myself, and tweaked my knee. So I did not fall downstairs.
You agilely saved yourself from falling down the stairs. I fell down the stairs.
I wish I could have seen it.
I kind of wish you did too.
Yeah. Well, first of all, we were together.
Yeah. It was.
Well, I wish I would have seen it.
No, it was when we was living in your haunted house in Camp Lejeune. The first one that we moved to when we got there. Then we moved.
Really?
In. Yeah. Before.
Oh, is that when you fell into the bathroom?
Yeah, I fell into the bathroom. Yeah. So the way this house was set up, you come from upstairs, and as soon as you get down to the bottom of the stairs, there's the half bathroom right there. I mean, you just bottom of the stairs, you can open the door, walk straight into the bathroom. Usually that door is open because there's a light in there and, it's dark in the morning, whatever. So I'm tired as fuck coming downstairs, getting ready to go to work. I missed like the whole last 3 steps and I just stumbled my ass into that bathroom. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I wish I could have seen that too.
I mean, man, it's just like, I just like the world literally just dropped from under me. I was just like, no, I'm falling. I was like, oh shit. right into the bathroom.
Yeah, I wish I could have seen that.
All right. You already answered that. And this question is, next one from Jody B, which you can follow on Twitter at JodyB501 or at Po Boys Pod. What movie did you watch way too young, and how did it affect you? I don't know. I guess a movie that's fucked you up as a young child.
Well, I guess it would be The Exorcist. But it didn't really fuck me up. It just made me like horror movies.
So it did fuck you up.
No, I'm not fucked up.
Yeah, it just made you sadistic or whatever.
I'm not sadistic. Okay, so I'm the youngest of 8. All right. I forgot how old I was when we lived in this particular house, but we lived in a house that was across the street from a large cemetery. Like the cemetery went for blocks. And we used to have an outlet on the front porch. So my mom in the summer would take the TV and the VCR outside, and it's dark, and she'd put on horror movies. And then she'd send us to bed one by one. So with me being the youngest, I would go to bed first. So technically my mom was sadistic, not me. But yeah, so
out of that whole experience, like her, making y'all watch the horror movies out on the porch or whatever, what was one of the ones that stuck out in your mind? Was it The Exorcist or
no?
What was the one?
Demons. You remember the one I was telling you about with the lady that you was trying to get on your podcast?
Get her.
Yes, that was scary, and then I didn't want to go sleep in my bedroom because for me being the youngest, my bedroom was way in the back, and we had this big ass oak tree in the backyard. You know how trees make shadows and shit. I didn't want to be back there. But this movie is called Demons, and it was a guy who went to the movies with a couple chicks, and one of them go to the bathroom, and when she's in the bathroom, she has this like pimple, I guess, that was pulsating. And she was looking at it like, what the hell is going on? And she was all in the mirror with it. And she popped it and she turned to a demon and started killing people in the theater.
Yeah. And I'm trying to look that movie up. Get somebody. It was Demons or Night of the Demons?
No, Night of the Demons was with Angela. That was her name. Having a party in a old house. Old crematorium morgue or something.
Yeah. But yeah,
because I remember you showing me. I was like, "That's the lady who was in that movie I was telling you about."
I was always scared of horror movies as a kid, and I think the first movie that ever shook it for me, just like this ain't that bad, was and it was one of the tamer ones too, because the further they went along, the less scarier they became. It was A Nightmare on Elm Street, and I think it was Freddy's Dead.
Those were the ones that shook you?
Yeah, that was the ones that like made me not afraid anymore.
Oh, okay.
Watching that one was like the first one I ever watched from beginning to end, and I was just like, this ain't that bad.
So what was the one that had you shook?
All of them. Fucking, I was scared of the Thriller video.
Oh my gosh.
No, I mean, Dee Dee and Eric, that's the youngest two that I was ever in the house with. They was the only ones that I grew up with in the house when I was younger. And they would fuck with me all the time. It was like, if I was being an ass, they would turn the Thriller video on. And I'd be in there hiding under the table and shit. There was one day, and it was like, I don't remember a lot of shit, but I remember this shit clear as day. Preschool. Pre-K.
Okay.
We would do aerobics for recreation time in the classroom. So like we would go to lunch, take naps and shit. Then after we wake up from a nap, we do like exercises in the classroom. Okay. And so they would play music and shit. They had custom like a Thriller song, but it was like for exercise and shit. So it'd be like, and you'd be like, all right, we're gonna get up, we're gonna do some jumping jacks. Now 1 and 2. But it was the Thriller, the music in the background and everything. So damn, We getting up. I'm waking up from my nap. We done had a snack and shit. We about to exercise. I'm all hype. I'm playing with my friends. And then that one little chord.
And you start crying.
I was like, flip my shit. They had to call
my mom.
They had to call my mom.
See, look at that. I knew it.
Well, I don't think they had to call her that time, but like,
yeah, I'm sure they did.
I was flipping the fuck out. Then I calmed down, and then like they put me over by myself in the corner and shit. You know, they kept music playing, but I seen the other kids starting to dance and have a good time and shit. I was like, well, they ain't scared. So then I got up and started exercising with all the other kids.
Yes.
And then they had this other movie that I remember I was at Zach and them house for we went visit or whatever, and Zach was never scared of scary movies or whatever. He younger than me, but I don't even remember what it was about. I think The House or something, not the movie House, but I just remember this one scene to where this girl was coming down the stairs and they had a statue of a Cupid at the bottom of the stairs. It had like a sharp pointy arrow and everything, the Cupid pose or whatever. And she came down the stairs and I don't know, I guess she was arguing with the guy or whatever, and she backed up and the little angel thing was just turning toward her, and she backed into it and it stabbed her in the back. And I was sitting behind the couch like, oh no.
Yeah, central.
And then she fucking like got stabbed in the back. She fell on the floor and the little Cupid thing started crying blood and shit. I was like, oh fuck. What is this? Good times. No, it wasn't.
Crazy.
I was scared as fuck.
Yes.
Last question.
We had the last one already?
Already. And
Okay.
we still got to revisit Ray's because you still haven't given the movie.
Okay.
This one comes from Paul Hawkins, one half of the Blokebusters podcast. He sent this one via Facebook, and you can follow his podcast on Twitter at, I believe it should be just Blokebusters, not Blockbusters, Blokebusters. It's, blokes and hoes, blokes and hoes.
Okay.
All right. What is your latest binge-worthy TV show find? Whether it be Netflix, Hulu, or Amazon Prime or whatever. And the follow-up question is, why is it Umbrella Academy?
Why isn't it?
He said, why is it? So you're saying you should be watching Umbrella Academy if you hadn't been watching.
Well, I'm going to. I was waiting on Mr. B-Rob.
Which you never
Because
explanated.
he said that he wanted to watch it. And at the time I said, well, I do too. I hear it's good. So we usually find some stuff and we watch it together. But on this particular case, I guess I'm going to have to watch by myself because...
Yeah, I hear that bus. It's coming down the road.
Oh, I'm rolling. Yes.
She's about to push me in front of that motherfucker.
Yeah, so he does his own thing. So I'll be watching it by myself. I might start tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
That's fucked up. Now she's just doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
Being mean and shit.
Not being mean. But anyway.
I got to go to Louisiana and do some work and shit. And she just want to watch shit while I'm gone.
Okay. Anyway. So, my find. I'm into like medical dramas, and no, it is not Grey's Anatomy. The Resident. That's a good one, and of course, 911.
I mean, I get bits and pieces of what you've been watching or whatever, but like The Resident, I mean, I know it's a medical joint or whatever, but like, what's the premise? Like, what's the story behind it?
A young resident, Dr. Conrad, he does things unorthodox, and he gets under the chief of surgery, who's now the CEO's skin. Like, they cannot stand each other, and he keeps doing things his way. So it's that, and it's just he's very smart, and
so this is a functioning good doctor.
Yeah.
Because the good
it's kind of like House, but
less assholey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he used to be a Marine. Dr. Conrad, he used to be a Marine.
That's a kind of an awkward transition. Because like the Marine Corps doesn't have a medical field, because we are Department of the Navy. So usually when we have like doctors and corpsmen and everything like that, it's from the Navy.
Yeah, but yeah. So it's that, and 911's good.
Yeah, what's that? You just started that one, right?
No, I started it last season.
Oh, okay. So what's that about?
I think it's season.
You watch so much shit you don't even know.
Yeah, cops and firefighters.
Cops and robbers.
Yeah, Angela Bassett's a police officer. She's a sergeant.
Okay, yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
And then the fire department, EMTs, and stuff like that. Don't answer the calls and stuff.
Well, and what was the one where you said they cross over the two shows?
Chicago Med, Fire, Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, and Chicago PD. I watched Chicago Med, but so they had Chicago Fire on there for Wednesday. And then, like I said, one of the guys that's on Chicago Med is on the show or whatever is the brother to one of the Chicago PD guys.
So it's like 3 different shows?
All the Chicagos.
Chicago. What didn't they have a SVU don't do that shit, do they? Because they got like 30,000 SVUs, don't they? Oh no, that's CSI.
Yeah, CSI Miami.
They had
CSI
New Orleans.
Yeah.
That one had Anthony Anderson, didn't it? New Orleans. CSI.
I don't know. I didn't watch it. No, I think it had the guy from Everybody Hates Chris on it.
Who, Chris?
Nope, that was that was another thing. Never mind.
I don't know.
That was Criminal Minds. My bad.
What was that? Let's see. CSI.
Oh gosh, what are you doing?
New Orleans.
But yeah, so I mean, I've found a few things that I've binge watched. The Oath is another one. That's on Crackle though. That's a good one. 911. Chicago Med. Yeah, I do watch a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you do. Now, back to the burning question. You thought of a movie
yet?
Yet? What is it?
I'm ready.
You ready?
So, if my marriage is based on a movie, what movie would it be? No matter the genre, Ride Along. You're Kevin Hart.
Motherfucker. You the short one. You be Kevin
You're
Hart.
Kevin Hart. I'm Ice Cube. You're dumb as hell.
Oh, man. Ha ha. Funny motherfucker.
There you go.
Yeah, I kind of see that since I did blow a hole in the wall with the shotgun.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Oh my! I was so pissed.
All right, so let's even go into that. You know, I have nothing to hide. So, I bought a shotgun, a Mossberg 500. We had it for years. I don't even know what the fuck it is right now.
In the garage, I think.
It's in the garage somewhere. It's probably rusted the fuck out. Anyway, I probably need to get rid of it.
Yes.
But
get another.
I hadn't used it in so fucking long, and I forget shit constantly. When I first got it, it had a rod plug in there. So I mean, I think it could fit 8 shells in there. But if you have the rod plug in there, you can only put 3 shells in there. And I did not remember if I put the rod back in there or not. So I chucked out all the. It was still loaded. I took it out the closet. I was on the bed.
No, let's go down the whole thing first.
Yeah,
no. Before that, when we was at Walmart and you decided to buy some shells and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And what did I tell you that day?
I don't remember.
See, exactly. Okay, I told him.
I just said that.
I told him, before you start messing around with that weapon, make sure you clean it first.
Yeah.
Make sure you handle it the proper way, and make sure it's empty.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I was doing. I was prepping it so I could clean it and everything and whatnot. So because I bought additional shells. They had some already in it, and I was buying some more. So, like I said, I didn't remember if I had the well rod in there, and I just cocked out all the shells. I was like, I think it was like 3 of them. So I was like, yeah, I still got the thing in there. Cocked out 3 of them. Didn't even think of nothing of it. And then I'm looking down at it. I was like, this should be on safe right now. And then I just pulled the trigger. Boom! And it shot across the bedroom through the mirror on the freaking dresser drawer, and partially through the front end of the wall behind it, and it got stuck in the wall in between. And I just sat that motherfucker down on the bed. I went to the closet, looked behind the wall because it went the closet was on the other side, and I was like, all right, it didn't go through the wall. And then I think at the time, that's when Tanya was staying with us, and her and a sister or cousin, they both came down in the hallway, and I was like, she's like, you heard that? What was that? And I was like, it's nothing. I don't know what that was. And then I was like so fucking shook, I called you or I texted you or something, right? And
I was at work.
Yeah, and I was just sitting there in the bathroom till she got home. Like, I was like, I wasn't even worried that I fucking destroyed the fucking mirror that was on the dresser. I wasn't worried that I fucking blew a hole in the motherfucking wall or none of that shit. I didn't give a fuck about none of that. I just didn't want to get my ass chewed when she got home.
So I was at work, and at this time I was undercover, and we were doing a wiretap. So I get a text message as I'm listening to calls and transcribing calls, every word for word. And I get a text that says, come home. So I step out the wire room and I call him and I'm like, what's wrong? And the way he was talking, he was just like, I just need you to come home. And I was constantly asking like, what's wrong? And he would never tell me. He just said, I need you to come home. So I was like, all right, I gotta go. I ain't know what the hell. I was like, I'll let y'all know whatever's going on when I get back, if I come back tonight. But I have to go. So I left. And as soon as I walk into the house, I smell
it.
gunpowder. I'm like, what the hell? Right? So I go upstairs and he's just sitting on the bed looking like a little kid. Literally. He had his head hung low and he's just sitting there. And I go in there and I see the shotgun on the bed. And I look to my left and there was big ass hole in the center of my damn mirror on my dresser. I said, what the fuck?
Yep.
I just went off. Then I went downstairs to my niece at the time and her sister, and I'm cussing at them, and they looking at me like, what? Cussing everybody out. So, yeah, you see why he's Kevin Hart?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Blew my stomach in my ass or something like that. My ass in my stomach or some shit. Yep. And she seen this new shotgun. Well, that I think is what was it? A Kintech or some shit like that. It looked like a goddamn space gun from Halo or some shit. And she want that shotgun. I want it for me. Yeah, for her.
Not for him.
Not for me.
For me.
I'm good with the pistol. I'm
he can't have shotguns anymore. But I want it. I have a Negan bat. Mm-hmm. I call him Negan Robinson. Then there's a couple other things I want.
Yeah, you said you wanted one of them that stick I showed you.
What stick?
The one that break apart in the middle had the knives in it.
I didn't tell him that.
Yeah, you did.
You said you wanted it.
No, I showed you that. You was like, ooh, I want that.
Yeah. Okay. So, Mr. B. Rob, is there anything that you would like to ask me since I'm on your show? Anything at all?
How'd you get so fine?
Okay. Really?
What?
I don't know.
I'm seriously asking. I seen your mom and your daddy. How'd you get so fine?
I told you I think I was switched at birth. I don't think my parents are really my parents. I think I need to look into that. I really don't.
Do that 23andMe?
No, I don't think.
Ancestry.com?
No, I just don't. I think I was switched at birth. You remember when I had Naya, I didn't let them take her out of the room? Mm-hmm. I'm like,
I followed her the whole time.
She gonna stay right here.
Yeah, I followed her every step of the way, so I know they didn't put her nowhere. They ain't give you no clone baby or nothing like that.
But I really don't. I don't match any of my siblings, and
well, I mean, they don't have the same dad.
No, it's not even that. Yeah, but we got the same mom.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Eric don't look like Arnold. Arnold don't look like Keith. Niecy don't look like Eric. You know?
But don't know. I don't have any similarities.
Yeah. I mean, I get glimpses of them in you every now and then, but
Like who?
You got your daddy head.
You know what?
And then like,
I'm gonna hit you in your kneecaps.
like all this up in here, that's your mom's. So, I mean, you have glimpses of them, but like you got the best parts.
Okay. No, but for real, like a legit question. Do you have anything that you'd like to ask?
Will I see you on the show next year?
I'm not a fortune teller. I don't know.
I know that's my question.
I could hope to be on your show next year.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, I already know what you would say to me if I was about to die. So, I mean, yeah, that's cool.
Yes. I love you, but can you sign this? Please make sure I'm still the one to get the money. No.
I did that with my ex.
What?
No, I didn't put her on there.
I was about to say, is she on the deathbed?
No, I'm just saying it's just I set it up to where like if something happened to me, it would go to my mom and the kids.
Oh, you probably still got set up like that.
I don't know. Do I?
Probably more than likely.
Dun, dun, dun. That's so you don't kill me in my sleep.
Shit, I ain't got time to be going to jail. Prison colors are not my colors, babe.
Any color's your color. You fine.
Not prison orange, prison blue, prison tan. None of those prison colors are my colors. Mm-hmm. Now, somebody do something to harm my children.
You got a nice federal color on right now.
All bets are off.
Question. I mean, I had a good birthday. I mean, it's not really a question; it's a statement.
So I said that's not a question.
Thank you for taking me out to Red Robin.
You're welcome.
I don't know. That's it. I don't think I have anything. I have some questions, but that's suited for off air.
Oh Lord! Don't.
But I'm gonna touch you. Come here. All right, I touched you. Now, let's go ahead and wrap it up. So,
well, happy 37th birthday.
Thank you. I think as of this right now, it's not my birthday.
Not your birthday anymore. But I'm glad you enjoyed your day. Thanks everyone for submitting your questions. Have a sneeze.
That's you.
Okay, wait.
She did one of the movie things. She put her finger under her nose. She stopped the sneeze.
I do enjoy getting the questions to answer for his birthday. Thank you guys for submitting your questions. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys enjoyed my answers.
Yes, I did. So on that note, you can find me on Twitter at It's B-Rob. That's ITSBROB. If you want to talk professional wrestling and any other general shenanigans, that's the place you do it. The show you're listening to right now, the Random Rounds with Rob podcast, you can find on Twitter as well at 3R Show. And you can just look up the Random Rounds with Rob on Instagram, to where you can find me walking through the hallowed halls of Walmart, as I do what the young people say, vlogging, I guess. And
the Walmart Chronicles.
Well, it's the Walmart log. That's the hashtag. Look it up. Googly. You googly. You can go to randomrobcast.com, to where right now, as we speak, it started March 29th yesterday. Now is March 30th, and it'll end on March 31st. There is a sale on randomrobcast.com on all merchandise. Anything you buy on there, you get free shipping. So between now and March 31st, free shipping on everything. And shout outs to everybody that has purchased some merchandise from randomrobcast.com. And you can find some other ways to support the show on there too. You got Amazon links. I got a wish list on there if you want to donate some equipment to the show. If you don't want to do that, you can be a Patreon. You know, you can do that for as little as $1. And if you don't want to support monetarily every month, you can just give me some cash straight up. Use PayPal and motherfucking Cash App on there, all on randomrobcast.com. But the most important way that you can help support this show, and it's absolutely free, is write a review on your favorite podcast service of choice. 5 stars preferably, but if it's anything under 5 stars, I would enjoy some constructive criticism. Let me know how I can make this show better, or give me the chance to ignore you altogether. And I think that's it. Oh, shit. Mother's Day weekend, May 10th through the 12th, I will be a part of Comic Palooza. It's Texas' largest comic book convention ever, or around in Texas. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be on a panel, and I'm going to be doing a show live on the freaking event floor. So come check me out at Comic Palooza. You can go to comicpalooza.com and find out more information about where the venue is, parking, and all that stuff. Once I get my dates and times for when the panel is, and what days I'll be hosting my show, I'll be sure to let you all know that. And going to WrestleMania. Yay! Yay! Thank you to Miss B. Rod for their birthday present. And I'll be roaming around the New York, New Jersey area, trying to get with Ice in the Face so we can record a show. Dave, Hodge, I'm trying to get up with you. Ren, I'm gonna try to get with you. Glenn, I'm gonna try to get with you. You coming? You one of my priorities because you coming here all the way from the UK for WrestleMania. So I don't know if I'm gonna be ever in the UK. So I got to see you while you're here. Who else we got? If you're gonna be there, hit me up. Slide in the DM, but not provocatively or perversely, because Miss B. Rob fuck you up. And that's it. You got anything to add?
What he said.
Yeah, what I said. And with that, we bid you a fond adieu, and I'll see you next time.